I'm Sarah Samsonama. Let's begin with the headlines of the hour. The whole country in festive mood with Deusi and Bhailo performances amid the Thar Festival. Sales of sweets and sale roti go up. Nepal police beefs up security across the country. General public losing faith on the state's constitution amid political leadership's apathy towards the full implementation of fundamental rights. Headquarters of third largest party of Bangladesh vandalized. Garment factory workers staged protests after unannounced shutdown in production. And ANFA's negligence pushes the fate of A-Division League to uncertainty. Players leaving the country at the lack of tournaments, risking the future of the sport in the country. It is New Moon Day of the ongoing Thar Festival today. Devotees are celebrating the day by lighting up oil lamps and installing electric lights in their homes. Although Lakshmi Puja was marked yesterday, Gai Puja, which generally falls a day after Lakshmi Puja, this year will be celebrated only tomorrow as there are no celebrations on New Moon Day. This is based on the decision by the Calendar Determination Committee. Tomorrow, 6 events including Gai Puja, Govardhan Puja, Bali Puja, Hali Tihar, Ma Puja and New Year Nepal Sambad 1145 are to be marked. Meanwhile, the Newar community in Kathmandu's Kilagaon marked Gai Puja today itself. Likewise, Newar community of Bhaktapur municipality also marked Ma Puja, worship of the self, today itself. They will celebrate Bhai Tika or Kija Puja tomorrow. Newar community of Kathmandu and Lalitpur will celebrate Ma Puja tomorrow. Due to differences in dates, Tihar this year has extended to 6 days and will conclude on Sunday after Bhai Tika. Nepal police has beefed up monitoring in all 10 entry points of the valley to control supply of firecrackers for Thar Festival. Spokesperson for Nepal Police, Dan Bahadur Karki, has said security had been beefed up considering the heightened use of firecrackers and also gambling during Thar Festival. Anyone found guilty of distribution or use of firecrackers and of gambling will be taken action against. More than 40,000 security personnel have been deployed across the country to maintain security during the festivities, including 5,000 in the valley alone. Now, majority parts of the country is in festive mood with Deusi Bhailo, which is performance of traditional chants and dance being observed in many nooks and corners of cities and villages alike. Groups of people ranging from children to adults reach doorsteps and perform Deusi Bhailo and exchange wishes. The hosts provide performers with money and foods, among others, in return. The tradition of Deusi Bhailo roots in Hindu mythology and is believed to be connected to the story of God Vishnu's victory over the demon king Bali. Meanwhile, saying that the essence of traditional Deusi Bhailo had been lost, various organizations in Chapa kicked off a campaign to bring back the traditional practices. Deusi Bhailo generally begins on Lakshmi Puja and continues till Bhai Tika, which is the final day of the festival Tihar. Sale roti, a traditional Nepalese fried dough made from rice flour, is a crucial part of Thar Festival. It holds synonymous significance to the festival, and in recent years, businesses solely of sale roti have been thriving in Nepalese markets. Ramya Chap's Bal Bahadur Yonjan is having a hard time meeting the demands for sale roti in his region. Yonjan generally during other times sells up to 500 sale roti per day. He says he has lost count of how many sale rotis he has sold during the ongoing Tihar. Customers line up since 3 in the morning at his shop to get the item. He sells it at the rate of 50 rupees per piece.
Normally price 35 हो 35 हो सबैलाई अनि अहिले तिहारमा चाहिँ विशेष गरी तिहारमा चाहिँ हामी अब अलि धेरै खड्नु पर्ने भएको हुनाले फेरि हामीले पनि अब स्टाफ अब 2-3 जना राख्नु पर्ने भएकोले चाहिँ 50 रुपैयाँ.
Yonjan, however, only started the business 11 years ago. Before the business, he worked in countries like Dubai and Malaysia. He draws from his own experience to say youth should better find similar opportunities in the country.
यही अब प्राय जसो कोही विदेश भन्छन् नि अब यहाँ नेपालमा केही छैन त्यो छैन यहाँ छैन त्यहाँ छैन भन्छ नि उहाँहरुले चाहिँ म के भन्न चाहन्छु भने अलिकति मेहनत गर्यो जस क्वालिटी राम्रो दिन सक्नु पर्यो जुनै पनि चीजको चाहिँ क्वालिटी हुनु पर्यो क्वालिटी भएपछि तपाईले अब त्यो मान्छेले मन पराउनु पर्ने त हो मन पराएपछि चाहिँ यही हुन्छ विदेश जानु चाहिँ पर्दैन.
Just like Yonjan, Sujan Basnet and his family have been operating a sell roti business as well in the capital's Chaba Hill. Basnet took up the business that his father established 32 years ago.
अहिले अब सिजनमा त तिहारमा त म्याक्सिमम त सबै रोटी जान्छ नि त त्यही भएर नि अहिले त रोटी त जति बनाए नि भ्याउँदैन जस जान चाहिँ मजाले जान्छ एउटाको चाहिँ हामीले 30 रुपैयाँमा बेचिरहेका छौं.
Up until a few years ago, Nepalese generally made sell roti themselves at their homes. However, as life takes faster pace, businesses like Yonjan and Basnets are flourishing as people seek for convenience and ease. Their business specially comes as a rescue for those who do not know how to make sell roti themselves. The sales of sweets have also skyrocketed amid ongoing Thar Festival. Sweet shops have been flocked by customers, especially considering the nearing Bhai Tika. Businesses say 1/4 of annual sales is seen during Thar Festival.
एकदम पहिला भन्दा नि अहिले अझै विशेष मान्छे खोजी आउनुहुन्छ के रहेछ त नेवार समुदायको यो के रहेछ त चलन भनेर चाहिँ धेरै जनाहरु चाहिँ खोजी आउनुहुन्छ अनि हाम्रो अहिले चाहिँ पहिला भन्दा चाहिँ अझै अहिले चाहिँ राम्रो छ यो व्यवसाय चाहिँ मिठाई धेरै मान्छेले रुचाउनु भएको छ अहिले चाहिँ.
Many businesses have also added temporary staff just to cater to the heightened demand. Meanwhile, as businesses say they have maintained the rate of sweets as last year, customers say they are having to pay more this time around.
बजार भाउ त असाध्यै बढेको छ हैन जेको पनि मिठाईको मात्रै होइन यसको मेन इन्ग्रेडिएन्ट्सकै भाउहरु बढिरहेछ के चिनीको भयो दूधको भयो अब खुवाहरु घिउ अब अरु पनि खाद्यान्न सामग्रीहरु अरु डेली खानेहरु पनि सबै बढिरहेछ.
Authorities have been conducting monitoring of quality of sweets in the market. According to Department of Food Technology and Quality Control, no major breach of regulation has so far been found. In our Public Voice segment, we've asked in several provinces what part of Thar Festival do they like the most. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
लाग्छ अनि साथीहरुसँग भैली खेल्ने दाइ भाइलाई टीका लगाउने राष्ट्रिय मन पर्छ.
अब राम्रो पक्ष भन्दा साथीभाइहरुसँग भैली खेलिन्छ रमाइलो हुन्छ अनि लक्ष्मी पूजा गरिन्छ.
त्यो टाढा टाढा हुनु भएको हाम्रो दाइहरु अनि टीका लगाउनलाई भए पनि हाम्रो घरसम्म आउनुहुन्छ.
समाजलाई पनि सकारात्मक दिशातिर लगिरहेको छ जस्तो मलाई लाग्छ.
विशेष गरी अब रमाइलो गर्ने झिलिमिली गर्ने दीपावली गर्ने फुलमालाहरु भाइबिनाहरु जम्मा गर्ने विभिन्न थरीका रोटीहरु हाल्ने त्यही गर्दै रमाइलो लाग्छ.
भाइ बहिनी बीचको एकता जो एकताले समाजको निरन्तरता र समाजमा सहिष्णुता एकता सद्भाव यही यसको सबैभन्दा उत्कृष्ट हो जस्तो लाग्छ.
आफन्तहरुसँग भेट हुने टाढा भएका दाजुभाइ दिदीबहिनीहरु नै एकै ठाउँमा हुनुहुन्छ हैन मखमली फूलको माला सबै देखेर एकदम राम्रो लाग्छ.
सबैको घरमा बत्ती बालिन्छ दियो बालिन्छ झिलिमिली यो सबभन्दा मलाई एकदम तिहारको सबभन्दा मनपर्ने भनेकै लक्ष्मी पूजा हो.
The apathy of the government towards full implementation of Nepal's constitution has reduced public's faith on transformation. Although the constitution has ensured 31 fundamental rights for the public, at the lack of implementation, the general public have grown dissatisfied towards political leadership. Based on Article 31 of the Constitution, all citizens have right to free basic education. Article 33 confirms one's right to employment and Article 35 right to free basic health care. Citizens are also not to be denied emergency services over any pretext. However, these fundamental rights enshrined in the Constitution have not been implemented.
शिक्षा र स्वास्थ्य छ. अब धेरै जसो मानिसहरु विदेश हिँड्नु परेको छ. नेपालमा भने जस्तो कामहरु पाउँदैन. पायो भने पनि त्यो तनखाले चाहिँ खान पुग्दैन हैन बालबच्चाहरुलाई पाल्न पुग्दैन.
Although political parties work together to build the constitution, they have remained indifferent towards the implementation. Article 47 put forth the condition to form necessary laws to implement fundamental rights within 3 years, but it took more than just 3 years to form all the laws.
आइसकेपछि ऐन नियमावली आइसकेपछि त्यो अनुरूप चाहिँ कार्यान्वयन गर्न तदारकता भएमा यसले जनतामा मौलिक सम्बन्धी जुन प्रावधान छ त्यो अनुसारको उपभोग गर्न पाउँदैन. जनताहरु पनि सहज रूपमा यसलाई सहज रूपमा यसले मौलिक हक चाहिँ प्राप्त गरेको अनुभूति गर्न सक्थे.
राजनीति नै सबभन्दा महत्त्वपूर्ण त्यसको एक्सन प्लान सहित त्यसको मूल नीतिमै जबसम्म सुधार गर्न सकिँदैन तबसम्म संविधानमा ऐनमा जतिसुकै लेखिए पनि नियममा कानुन गर्ने पनि के नीतिमा चाहिँ कानुन गर्ने त भन्ने कुरा त्यहाँ ल्याप्सेसहरू हुन्छन्।
It has been more than 9 years since the promulgation of the Constitution. This period was expected to build trust among the public towards the state. However, lack of priority in its implementation has left state structures in a state of disarray and lack of faith among the public. It is time now for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
But before today's question, let's take a look at the results from yesterday's poll. Yesterday, we'd asked you, what do you think is the reason for efforts to introduce provisions in the Political Parties Act that makes it easier to divide parties? 43% voted for option A, to split parties, 29% for B, ploy to invite instability, and 28% for C, vested interests of the ruling side. Here's today's question: why has the implementation of fundamental rights remained feeble despite the lapse of almost a decade since the promulgation of the Constitution? Your options are A, indifferent leadership, B, lack of capacity, and C, lack of pressure. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B or C and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. Time now for international update. Violence swept through the Jatiya Party's central office in Dhaka, Bangladesh, as a raging mob clashed with party members and set the building ablaze. Rioters were seen destroying furniture and vandalizing posters of party chair Ghulam Muhammad Qadir, while others set fires within the building. The Jatiya Party, founded by former President Hussein Mohammad Ershad in 1986, has been a significant player in Bangladesh politics. Likewise, angry Bangladeshi workers stormed the streets in Dhaka's Mirpur area today after a garment factory was suddenly shut down, leaving them with no work and no pay. Bangladesh, one of the world's largest garment producers and a supplier to Western brands such as H&M, Zara and Carrefour, has been facing widespread protests in recent weeks, leading to the closure of dozens of factories. Protesters held a torch procession in Dhaka to demand better treatment of minorities in the country, following a sedition charge against 19 people.
Sports news.
It has been more than 500 days since the last Martyrs Memorial 8 Division League was held. Many players have been leaving the country due to lack of leagues, as they see no future in football. This has raised question on the role of All Nepal Football Association, ENFA.
अब अहिलेको अवस्था कस्तो छ भने यो लिग नभयो एक प्रकारको खेलाडी एउटा दुईटा तीनटा जेनेरेसनसम्म खेलाडीहरू भ्याकुम भइसक्यो हैन। अब अहिले हामीले खेल्दाखेरि भोलि गएर ए डिभिजन भयो अथवा राष्ट्रिय टिमै तयार गर्यो नि राष्ट्रिय टिम त हुन्छ, तर एउटा जेनेरेसन ग्याप भएको जस्तोले गर्दा राष्ट्रिय टिमको प्रदर्शन कस्तो होला के होला हैन। फुटबलको लागि त यो त धेरै नै घाटा छ नि।
In the span of 7 decades since the 8 Division League began, only 45 editions have been held. 4 of them were organized in the past 1 decade. The running trophy was last won by Church Boys, which was 1.5 years ago.
हामी फुटबल प्लेयरहरुलाई चाहिँ लीग भयो भने नै कन्ट्र्याक्ट हुने हो। सो अहिले चाहिँ हामी अलमोस्ट सबै प्लेयरहरु चाहिँ बेरोजगार जस्तै छौं। सो लीग त एकदमै भनौं न अझ नेपाली फुटबलको मेरुदण्ड नै लीग हो। सो यो लीग नभएर हामी प्लेयरलाई देखि लिएर कोचेसहरु रेफरीहरु सबैलाई नै एकदमै असर गरेको छ।
The scenario is as such that ENFA has lacked seriousness in holding the league, and clubs also have gradually become disinterested in playing. ENFA officials say the failure to hold B Division has also affected the A Division League.
हामीले पटक धेरै प्रयासहरु गर्यौं बी गर्नलाई। अब बी चाहिँ अब क्लबहरु बीच र हामी बीचमा चाहिँ एन्फा र क्लबहरु बीचमा चाहिँ केही कुराहरु चाहिँ केही तालमेल नमिलिरहेको जस्तो अवस्था देखिरहनु भएको छ। अब यो कारणले गर्दा पनि अब हामीले चाहेर मात्रै फेरि ए गर्दाखेरि जुन त्यो साइकलको जुन आउने टिमहरु झर्ने टिमहरु बीचमा चाहिँ ग्याप भएको कारणले
At the moment, a few Gold Cups are the only football events taking place. Despite the love for the sport from the general public, dispute between clubs and ENFA and the lack of capacity of the association has risked the future of the sport in the country. That is all for the moment. Up next is news in Nepali. Good night.